The shelling stopped at about 3:41 this afternoon. So yeah, it lasted just over an hour.
In terms of the situation, in terms of any more, I guess, the reasoning as to how this all began, has there been any word from from Seoul and from the president's office as to what they're going to do at this point?
As regards why this happened, some interesting information has just come to light. There was a South Korean Marine exercise, an artillery exercise, off the island this morning. And the North Koreans actually sent a telephone message to the South Korean command demanding they call this exercise off, which the South Koreans did do. So that's a possible reason for their retaliation. But if that is the reason, of course, that's a massive escalation, because this kind of exercise is fairly common in that area.
We understand that the president and his advisors are meeting at this point and discussing, I guess, what happens at this moving forward. They're meeting in an underground bunker that pretty much describes and talks about how severe the situation really is.
Yeah, I mean, this is an extremely serious situation. Even South Koreans, who usually are blasé about these kind of provocations, missile tests, even nuclear tests, are seeing this as a very different level of threat. To the best of my knowledge, there's been no exchange of artillery fire since the end of the Korean War, which was in 1953. As you said, the president and his top ministers and security advisors conferencing in the Blue House bunker, the Blue House being the presidential residency. They have a kind of strategic control room there. They've put out a couple of messages urging that a stern response, but also to try not to escalate this any further. So they're caught rather between a rock and a hard place. Also, according to some sources, the South Koreans are planning to take this to the United Nations, demanding a UN condemnation.